Okay, so good morning, everybody. We are in our next session, which is L22, lesson number 22, and continuing our series on complete Java tutorial, which is regular expressions. So today we are going to understand about regular expressions in this session, and then in the next session we are also going to do some other topics as well. But yeah, so those people who are new here, just let me just introduce what is happening here and what is the plan. So we are Code Beyond channel. We are providing different content on different domains and different programming languages. As you can see, there are so many educators who are teaching you different topics like DSA, CP, front-end programming, back-end programming, Python, SQL. So many things are going on. So I've already covered a front-end programming playlist. If you have not seen, please go ahead and see it. You can find that playlist in the Code Beyond channel itself, and you can see there that it has done well. So if you want to become a front-end developer, you can see that course because it's having HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap framework. So you can go ahead and watch it, and you can prepare for your interview. This is a complete Java tutorial where we are covering all the core Java concepts from starting till the end. And here we are with our lesson number 22. Already some of the sessions have been completed. So if you want to see it, you can see it. So this is regular expressions which we are going to cover. Just let me check if I am live and everything is perfect. And then we'll get started with my introduction, and then we'll start the session. Perfect. So everything is fine. Uh, Introducing myself. So my name is Ritvik Raj and I'm a corporate trainer. I've also worked as a research analyst and subject matter expert in most of the edtech companies. I've trained graduates and corporate employees from Edison, Capgemini, and I've trained more than 30 students till now. It is increasing day by day. Some million learners is there with me online, and the subjects which I take is mostly into front-end development, back-end languages, database, and interview preparation, tips and tricks to how to crack interviews. Already there are two sessions which is there in Code Beyond channel for cracking an interview, tips and tricks on how to crack interview. So if you have not seen it, please go ahead and watch it. Let's say you have a scheduled interview next week, you can go ahead and watch these sessions. It will really help you. You can also use my coupon code RIT10 to get a free level sample test paper. If you do not know about level, don't worry. In just 1 minute, I'm going to tell you about that. But if you do know about it, you must be knowing that you have to give a actual level test. So for that, the preparation is required, and this sample paper will help you prepare for that particular actual test, right? So let me introduce you to level. What is it? And then we'll start the session. So many times candidates miss out on great opportunities. Like if somebody has done BSc or BCom, they want to jump into IT industry, they want to become a developer. They have the skills, they have the talent, but still their resumes are getting rejected just because they don't have the degree of engineering, or maybe they are BSc or BCom graduate. That's why. So this is one of the main reason why Reliable came into picture. One more reason is that most of the time the BTech BE graduates are also facing problems in getting into interview or getting selected in some of the MNC companies because of their college. They are maybe from tier 3 college, and most of the top MNC companies do not give values to those tier 3 college students, but little they know that they also have the skill and talent. So these are some of the reasons why Reliable came into picture, and it is India's first hiring platform by an academy, which is helping job seekers find their dream job. So you can get a job based on your skill and talent, and nobody's gonna ask you any questions on their college or what degree do you have. What are the benefits of participating in the level test? So basically this test is for free. First of all, it is of 1,000 marks, and you can score above 700 marks to get eligible uh, for the profile. So we'll create a profile for you, and we'll share it with all our client companies, which will go through your profile, which is having 1,000 plus positions across business development, front development, backend development. So it will be beneficial for you because your resumes will get rejected in this way, because they're not going to judge you on your marks, on your skill, or on your connections, right? So this is totally on your this exam test, on your skill. Also, how you can register for a level. So you can see one particular link is given in the description. You can click on it. It will take you to level.com, where you will find a page something like this, where you have to put down a mobile number and an OTP. Once you do that, you will get into this page where you will select the test of your choice. So suppose you're very good in front-end development, you can choose that test, and then you can select the date when you want to book the slot for the test. So you have to book a slot when you want to give the level test. Slots are limited, so I suggest you to book it fast. Once you do this, you have to fill in the details for the admit card: full name, email ID, birth year, current state, gender, all of these things, and then you can put down your coupon code here, which is RIT10, and click on apply. Once you can click on create account, your account will be created and you will be getting this kind of profile page where your sample paper will also be there. So do not forget to use the coupon code, which is RIT10, because if you're not using, you won't be able to get this sample paper. So please use that so that when you download this, you will be able to analyze what kind of questions have been asked in the actual test paper and what are the other things, like is it easy, medium or hard, or whether priming questions are there or not, MCQs are there or not. All of those things you'll get to know when you are downloading the sample paper. So go ahead and register for A-level. If you have already done it, then all the best for the exam. If you have not done it, do it. If you're thinking that 1000 mark is much more enough and I have to prepare a lot for this because I'm not prepared enough, so what you can do, you can go ahead and see what all sessions are there in Code Beyond. Check out what is happening. Check out which educator is teaching which particular topic at what time, and see all the sessions. Videos will be there after today also. This channel will be paused, but videos will be there, so you can learn anytime. Whatever videos are there, from that you can learn anything from anytime. Once you are upskilled, you can go ahead and register for E-level. So that was all about E-level. You can also join the Telegram channel, because I'll be giving up the updates and notifications in the Telegram channel, that when we are coming live, and if I'm not coming live, then at which time I'm coming. So those all updates you will get here. Also, please do subscribe the Code Beyond channel and also hit the notification bell so that you get updates and notifications in your YouTube app as well. Also, please like and share so that more and more number of people will get to know about this particular free content. Hi Ankita, hi Somu, hi Dhanu. Hello sir, will the videos be here once the channel gets down tomorrow? Yes, videos will be there. Everything will be there as it is. Nothing will change. It's just that live session won't happen and this channel will be paused. But videos will be there. Everything will be there. So don't worry about that. Fine. Coming to regular expressions, we need to understand what is it and how is it working. So before starting this particular session, I must tell you that we have already covered many of the things before. If you have not seen, if you are new here, so please watch those chapters carefully or sessions carefully, because I have covered from starting with the basic concepts: array, string, conditional statements, looping, OOPS concept, this keyword, super keyword, static keyword. Everything has been covered, and with an example, with a real world example, with a practical example, everything is there. You have to just watch it, and I think you will get to understand. You will be able to ready to give the interview for Java developer, right? So here we are with the regular expression. This is very small topic, but yet very important, because sometimes it can be asked to you, and sometimes for a development stage, this is really very important. So we are going to understand this. The next sessions will be on thread, because collection I'll take on evening, not now. We'll talk about collection and map in the evening. That means 8 p.m. or around that. But right now we'll only talk about regular expressions and thread, because these are two things which is left except collection. Have you thought of making a YouTube channel? We want to learn from you. Yeah, I told you, right? I'll be coming up with a YouTube channel. You will get an update in LinkedIn as well. So once I post there, you will be able to get to know about it. But yeah, not now. Maybe 1 month later. That means maybe after Feb, maybe in March. Okay. Yes, sir. We want to learn more Gate concepts from you. Way of superb. Yeah, I'm planning to do that. Just be with me in LinkedIn so that you get an update. More people will be connecting with me, so that a huge bunch of people will be there in my channel live sessions. Okay, there will be a live session in my channel as well. There will be some recorded videos also as well in my channel. So I'm planning to do that. Don't worry. Fine. Coming to regular expressions. So let's understand what is this and how does it work. So again, some theory, but again, you don't have to read. If you want to read, don't read. That is just some pointers which I have written here. But yeah, this is important because directly I can't jump to coding. So let's understand first what is it. A regular expression is a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. When you search for a data in a text, you can use the search pattern to describe what you're searching for. So basically, what is this? Let's say that I have a sentence. Okay, I have a sentence. Let's say my name is Ritvik Raj. Okay, I have this particular sentence. Now I want to write a code. And I want to search all those letters from that particular sentence, which is starting from R, So I want to search for all those letters in that sentence, which is starting from R. So Ritvik and Raj is two of the words which is starting from R, right? So the program which I will write, it will give me that particular word. So basically, not only that, but also you can search anything from that particular sentence or whatever you want to do. Suppose you want to ask to the program that whether in that sentence there is a digit or not. So the program will tell you. You want to ask how many letters are there in that particular sentence, it will tell you. Suppose you want to remove the duplicate letters from that, it will tell you. So those are nothing but regular expressions. Why is it called as regular expressions? Because these are some regular things, regular symbols or regular characters, regular special characters which we use in our everyday code to make our code easier or to make our output or to make our logic simpler. Okay? When I'll write the code, you will be able to understand. Right now, this is the meaning of it. So here we do use some of the external things, some of the packages, some of the libraries of regex. It is also called as regex in short form, regular expression. So we call it as regex. We have some packages which we use. As you can see here, we need to import the java.util.regex package to work with regular expression. And this package include the following classes. That means regex is a folder. Regex is a folder which is having these classes and interfaces and exceptions. So, hi K Chicken. I don't know your exact name. If it will be great if you can write your exact name. So we have a pattern class, we have a matcher class, we have a pattern syntax exception, and we have a match result interface. So these are the four things which we'll be using regularly whenever we are doing this regular expression session. Okay. Now to understand these four is very important before going to the coding part. ठीक है, पहले इसको understand करते हैं कि ये चारों है क्या चीज. What is the meaning of these four things? So if you can see here, pattern class, it defines a pattern. So basically, whenever you're using a pattern class, you need to define the pattern. What pattern do you want to search for? Okay. What pattern do you want to search for? Let's say I want to search for only those letters only those words which are starting from R letter. That is a pattern. So that's a pattern. That is called as a pattern. Suppose I want only the digits from one of the sentence. There's one sentence. From that, I only want the digit. So that's a pattern. That is a pattern. So that's what the pattern class will be doing. Matcher class will be matching that pattern from the sentence. Matcher class will be matching the pattern with the sentence. कि ये वाला pattern है कि नहीं उस sentence में. That's what matcher class do. Pattern syntax exception is an exception which will be giving a syntax error or an exception. ये handle करेगा exception को. अगर कोई exception होता है regex में, तो ये pattern syntax exception will handle that exception. Okay. Match result interface is an interface जो matcher class implement करता है. ठीक है. So matcher class implements the match result interface. If you do not want to use match result interface, it's fine. You can only use matcher class and you can work with that. But match result interface का भी एक example मैं दिखाऊंगा कि match result interface कैसे use करते हैं and how to run a code with it. It is a regex engine which is used to perform match operations on a character sequence. I'll show you that. But अभी we will only learn about pattern class, matcher class. That's it. First हम लोग सिर्फ इसी पे ध्यान देंगे. We'll try to understand what is a pattern class and what is a matcher class, how to write it, at least how to write that. ठीक है. सबसे पहले we will only do that and then slowly we will move into the tougher programs as well. So I hope you can see my program, my ID, which is IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so fine. Let's get started with the first program. So here you can see this. I hope you can understand what is here. So regex dot star, that means मैं regex का सारा class या interface जो भी regex के अंदर है, I want to use it. I want to use all of them. So I have written this. Then there is a class. Let me just rename it to main. Okay. And have a look at this. There are three outputs which they want. The first one, what they have written is this one, boolean b equal to m dot matches. Second one is boolean b2 equal to in this way. And the third one is this way. Let's try to understand. All three ways are equal, the same. You can use any three way, whichever you want. But let's first have a look कि ये काम कैसे कर रहा है. The easiest way is this one. So let's try to see कि I mean to say easiest way मतलब understand करने में. To understand this program in a easy way, this is a must thing. So let's first understand कि यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है. So pattern p equal to pattern.compile. We know that pattern is a class. We know that it is a class which is already there in Java. So we have to just create a reference variable of it first of all. So we are doing that. And then we are writing pattern.compile. Compile is basically a method in which you are writing a pattern. So this is a pattern, okay? This is the pattern. The pattern says .s. अब यहाँ पे ये समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि what is .s, okay? Because this is an expression, okay? This .s is an expression. इसी को regular expression बोलते हैं. This expression is of large quantity. You can write any kind of thing in this place. You can write .s. You can write maybe a square bracket and then s. Maybe you can write a parenthesis and then s. What are the meaning of those? The meaning of those are very, very different. Different expressions have different meanings. For example, if I show you, so you can see here, this is the way how you write it, and these are the description for that. This is the way how you write something. This is how you write an expression, and this is the description of that. And again, this is the regex, one expression, and this is what is the meaning of that. Now please have a look, यहाँ पे एक dot है, and in my program also there's one dot, right? So this is called as a meta character. Different hai. We have a meta character, we have a quantifier, we have a character classes. I'll talk about that, but right now the example which I have written is having a meta character that is a dot. पहले इसी को देखते हैं, सिर्फ simple सा एक dot है वहाँ पे. What is the meaning of this dot? The meaning of this dot, what regular expression says is that is any character. It is any character. It is any character, may or may not be a match terminator. That means whenever you place a dot, it's a character, one character, okay? It's one character. So अगर मैं code पे आऊँ, that means this dot is telling me that it is just one character. It's just one character which is missing here. So मेरे को ऐसा sentence से ये match होगा जिसमें कुछ ऐसा लिखा है PS या OS या AS या MS. क्यों मैं सिर्फ इसी से ये मैच होगा? क्यों ये रिजल्टेंट वैल्यू मुझे ट्रू तभी देगा जब ये इससे मैच होगा? क्यों? बिकॉज इन ऑल ऑफ दीज एग्जाम्पल्स द फर्स्ट लेटर इज ओनली अ सिंगल लेटर एंड द सेकेंड लेटर इज एस विच आई हैव रिटन हियर. द फर्स्ट लेटर इज दिस डॉट एंड द सेकेंड लेटर इज एस. तो ये चारों के चारों एग्जाम्पल्स इस पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न से मैच कर सकते हैं. इजी. सो वी हैव अंडरस्टूड कि ये डॉट क्या होता है, राइट? अब देखते हैं दूसरा लाइन क्या है. So obviously when we have said what is a pattern, we need to say what is a matcher. So matcher m equal to p dot matcher input as. So it's basically saying that I want to match this pattern because ये dot s तो p के अंदर आ गया ना. Now this dot s has come to this p. So now we are saying that I have one particular pattern. Can you match it with this input? Can you match it with this letter? Can you try to match it and tell me what is the output? Whatever output will come, it will come to M. It can be in any format, right? It can be in maybe in Boolean or maybe in 0 and 1 format, binary coded format. So what we need to do is we need to change its data type. So what we are doing, we are changing its data type using the method matches. Agar matches means if the matching is happening, then I want to change the output of this into a Boolean value. So either it will give true or it will give false. That is what is happening inside this. Now my input is AS. So I'm sure that this is going to give me true. I'm pretty much sure that this is going to give me true, right? क्योंकि मेरा pattern जो है वो match हो रहा है. Now where can we use this kind of regular expressions? अभी तो एक ही regular expression देखा हमने, but where can we use this kind of thing? This is used much in Python. Python language में भी regular expression है और Java में भी है. From here only it got started, but yeah, you can use it in so many different things. Multilingual चीज़ों में use कर सकते हैं. And then when you want to match something from like you must be knowing that if you want to write a research paper, right, then what do? There is a system which is called as pattern matching. So basically what happens there is, अगर आपका research paper copied किया हुआ है So there is a mechanism which can find out कि your paper has been copied from somewhere, or what are the letters which is matching in from your research paper. So they will get to know कि how much percentage is having a plagiarism in the sense how many things are copied from your research paper from somewhere and how many things are not copied which are your own written, right? तो अगर आप कभी रिसर्च पेपर सबमिट करोगे in your PhD or in your masters, whenever you are putting up a research paper, they will obviously be searching how much percentage has been copied. If 80% has been copied, that means your paper will be rejected. If only 10 to 15%, then it's fine. It's totally fine. Your paper will be accepted. So those are plagiarism check which happens, and there only we use this kind of theorems or you can say logic, so that पैटर्न वहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाए. पैटर्न अगर मिल गया तो कॉपीड है, नहीं है मिला तो कॉपीड नहीं है. दैट्स वेयर वी यूज इट एंड दैट्स वेयर इसका ज़्यादा यूज होता है. देर आर सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स एज वेल, बहुत सारे अदर एप्लीकेशंस हैं इसके, दैट ऑल्सो यू विल बी यूजिंग इट. ओके, सो लेट्स कम बैक टू द सेकेंड वे. इन द सेकेंड वे एज यू कैन सी बूलियन B2. सो ये हम लोग साथ में एक ही लाइन पे कर दे रहे हैं. वी आर डूइंग ऑल दिस थ्री थिंग्स इन जस्ट वन लाइन एंड यू कैन टोटली सी हाउ इज इट हैपनिंग. वाई कैन वी राइट दिस एवरीथिंग इन वन लाइन? बिकॉज compile method, matcher method and matches method, all these methods are of part of regex package. So you can do this. You don't have to create several memories. यहाँ पे memory create नहीं हो रहा है. यहाँ पे memories directly बस एक ही चीज़ हो रही है जो कि B2 का है. But यहाँ पे several memories have been created जो कि wastage में जा सकता है, right? So that's what is happening here, and this is exactly the same. I don't think it needs any kind of explanation. This is basically P and this is basically M, and then this is basically a B total. So this also gives you true. The third thing, B3 equal to compile is basically, so when you're writing pattern P equal to pattern dot compile, compile will basically check the pattern कि pattern क्या है, which pattern you want to search for. ठीक है, तो इसको नाम इसलिए कंपाइल दिया गया बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर कंपाइलिंग द कोड, वंस एज सुन एज यू कंपाइल द कोड, एट दैट टाइम इटसेल्फ इट विल check this particular expression from your given word or given sentence or given line. So that's why it is called as compile method. So it's in the compile time itself it will get to know कि pattern कौन सा है. It will try to search, try to get a pattern from your matching sentence. So that's what compile do. Matcher matches the pattern with the sentence. अगर वो match हो जाता है, so matches will convert that into a boolean. Fine. So here also boolean B3 pattern dot matches directly you can write. So there are two parameters which we can place in matches. You can directly put this in matches. You don't have to use any compile or matcher. जो भी कंपाइल का पैरामीटर है यू कैन पुट इट हियर, एंड जो भी मैचर का पैरामीटर यू कैन पुट इट हियर एंड यू कैन डायरेक्टली डू दिस. सो दिस ऑल्सो विल वर्क इन द सेम वे. सो इफ आई रन दिस, ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू, फाइन. सो यू आर गेटिंग ट्रू 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 फॉर ऑल द थ्री वेज. So first way, second way and third way. Any doubts, please do let me know. Otherwise, we'll move into a next example. ठीक है. सो अभी सिर्फ एक ही एक्सप्रेशन हमने समझा है जो कि था हमारा डॉट, राइट. देर आर सेवरल मोर एंड देर आर सेवरल different kinds of expressions as well, right? So we need to see all of them. We will see all of them, but right now I have one example which I want to explain you right here. So have a look at this one and give the output of this. So here you can see output is already written, as you can see here, but try to understand कि यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है. So I'm just going to move it this side because we know now that there are three ways to write one problem, but now we know कि तीसरा जो वे था which was the third way, it's much more easier. You have to just use the pattern dot matches वाला method and you can directly use it in a parameter, the regex part and the sentence part, and you can give the output. So we do not have to now write that bigger sentence and that 3 lines of sentence. We'll just use it this every day, every time. So now let's have a look कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. So as you can see, all the regex are similar, but the last one is a little bit different. Let's try to see one by one. This will give me true because just now we have seen this example. This will give me a false because MK, there is no S in my input. There's no S in my input, and the regex says that there should be one S in the input, and that should also be in the second letter, not any other letter. Here we have S in our second letter, but the third letter is also there. But third letter यहाँ पे तो नहीं बोला गया था. It has only asked me an expression where only two letters are there. The first letter can be anything, and the second letter can be or must be S. Second letter must be S. But there is third letter also, so that is also false. AMMS. S is there, but it's in the fourth letter, so this is also false. MAS. Now have a look, this is true because I told you that one dot represents one character and here it is having two dots. So those two dots will represent two characters and those characters can be anything. That's why MAS. Now you can have any kind of examples here. You can try to experiment with this. So we can just use the last one. Yes, you can just use the last one. That's what we have done here. You can just use the last one. But to understand कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, I explained you the three ways कि first way में क्या था, second way में क्या था. Because sometimes people do ask you कि यहाँ पे आपने ऐसे क्यों लिखा है इसको, इसके internally में क्या हो रहा है, what is happening inside this particular line. So you have to say कि यहाँ पे compile method internally use हो रहा है, there's a matcher class which is getting used, and this is the way how you can write it. You have to write the three lines, and then you have to say कि you can write in a shorter form, which is just using pattern.matches. It makes your interviewer much more happy that yes, you know the details, you know the main logic behind it. Okay, coming back to this, there are so many experiments which you can do from here, right? Let's say if I will replace this MA with MS. ठीक है, I'm just replacing this. Let's see यहाँ पे क्या होता है, true आता है या false आता है. As you can see here, the last one is itself saying true. That means मेरा ये जो letter है, it does not care about कि वो S है या M है या A है या कोई भी other letter है. Even if it is S, it is going to say true. So the dot means any particular character. Just one dot means one character, two dot means two character, but it can be any character. One more thing which you can observe here is I've written here MST, right? So let's say if I drop a dot here after S, so will it say true? Yes, it will say true, right? So ये सब experiments आपको करने हैं. You have to check out कि how this is changing the values and how is it making sure that this is gonna give me a true or a false. Fine. So I hope ये dot वाला समझ में आ गया होगा. Let's try to move ahead. Let's try to see some more examples and all the regex operations. Let's try to see one by one. So I hope you got an idea. Pattern class how to use, matcher class how to use, and match result interface we'll use it later on. Okay. Now we have one particular example which you can see here. What they are doing. Flags in the compile method change how the search is performed. See right now compile method का use हम लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं अपने कोड पे क्योंकि मेरे पास सिर्फ एक ही लाइन है जिससे काम हो सकता है. वी हैव दिस लाइन by which we can actually do many things, right? But obviously if there is a compile method, then there will be some use case of it. some use जो होगा ना उसका तभी वो particular method वहाँ पे exist कर रहा है. So let's try to see कि उसका use क्या है. So there are a few of them जो हम compile method के साथ use कर सकते हैं, which is pattern.case insensitive, pattern.literal and pattern.unicode case. So we will try to see one example of this and we'll see कि कैसे काम करता है ये. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write a program here. I'm using compile. और मुझे पता है कि I have to write a pattern here. We know that we have to write a pattern here. So I'm just going to write a pattern here. Let's say I'm going to write here Ritvik. Right? This is my pattern. I will be putting up a sentence later on. And in that sentence, I want this particular pattern to be searched for. ठीक है, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just leave it here as it is. ठीक है, तो मेरा पैटर्न लिखा गया. Now what I'm going to do, second step is what, to match. So I'm going to just take a matcher. See, don't get confused, I can write this and I can write this because these are small. अगर मैं इसको कैपिटल लिखता तो it will give you an error because class is that. So don't get confused in that. You can have smaller things as well. So pattern dot matcher. Now I'm going to write the sentence. So I'm going to just write my name is Ritvik Raj. So you can also observe that there is a pattern which is getting matched, but just wait. We will write some codes and we'll make it much more obvious कि क्यों I'm doing this. So boolean, let's say b is equal to, and I'm going to just write here matcher dot find. Now please understand, यहाँ पे एक function यूज हो रहा है find. So find method is actually will be able to find the matching thing. Okay, I'll show you the output, but I'll also explain you what is find. Let's first write the whole program. So if b, that means if it is true, then I'll be printing something. Let's say I'll be printing here match found, and in the else part I'll be printing match not found. ठीक है, fine. So have a look now. See, in the earlier program when we wrote this and all, right, we were just mentioning ki whether the b is having a true and a false, right, true or false. Here we are doing matcher.find. So it will find this find function, this find method will find this pattern with this particular sentence, and it will then tell b whether it has been found or not. So if it is true, it will give me match found, and if it is false, it will give me match not found. Is this method better than searching algo or same? No, this is totally different. This is totally different with the regular expression. Here you are using regular expressions and all. Here you are not using those searching and sorting. Those you are not using here, those algorithms. This is a kind of concept which is given by Java or any other programming language also, that will be helping you to make your code easier to write the logic of any searching pattern or any pattern which you want to search for, the index value which you want to search for, or the term itself which you want to search for that. The searching algorithm which you are talking about, that is algorithm. So that is used to write a proper logic of it without using any predefined thing. Okay? There we don't use any predefined thing. We write the logic by ourselves, and that's why it is called as logic, logic where we apply algorithms there, right? But here it's all predefined. We are using regex everywhere. We are using pattern and matcher classes which is from regex. So this is the predefined thing. So yes, if you're smart, if somebody is saying that, hey, if in interview somebody is saying that, hey, I have a sentence and I have a word, I want to find this word in that sentence, can you write a code for it? So don't go for the algorithm first, go for the shorter thing, go for the method first, go for the predefined things first, because interviewers main thing is to ask for an algorithm. But if you're smart, you can do it easily, right? You must be knowing about the methods, you must be knowing about the predefined things, so directly use it. Why you will do so much of mehnat? Why you will go for algorithms and all? You will, what he has told, the question is that there is a pattern, and from that sentence I want to match that pattern. Can you do it? You can do it in multiple ways, right? So try the easiest one, which is this one, which is regex. Suppose after writing the code he is saying that no, don't use regex and please do use the algorithm. That's fine, do it. In both the ways you are in the benefit part. आप ही को benefit हो रहा है क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आपको regex क्या होता है, and he will be knowing that you know what is regex. So he'll be much more satisfied कि okay, fine. So now have a look at here. So Ritvik is written here and Ritvik is also written here. So it is matching, right? Now if I run this, so it is giving me match found. That means yes, it is getting matched up. But suppose if I change this, मैं इसको बस small r कर रहा हूँ. I'm just change, Ritvik is there, but it is just that I'm changing into a lower case, right? तो अभी मैच नहीं होगा ऑब्वियसली, बिकॉज इफ इट इज a concept of pattern matching, so pattern should be matched very carefully, right? So pattern is getting matched very carefully and match is not found because capital R is not there. But in such cases, suppose I wanted output as true only. I wanted that compiler should not actually check the case insensitive thing in my pattern. I wanted that compile method should not check the case insensitive thing wala cheese in my pattern. So that also we can do. What we can write here is we can write pattern dot case insensitive. So what are we basically saying here? We are saying that there is Ritvik and this is case sensitive. Even if it is written in small letters, if it is matching, please do say true and write there match found. So it is gonna tell me match found. So this is one thing which we have in pattern, which we have in our pattern class, which we can do. And that's what is written here. Pattern dot case insensitive. The case of letters will be ignored when performing a search. Pattern dot literal. Special characters in the pattern will not have any special meaning and it will be treated as ordinary characters while performing a search. That means dollar sign हो गया, underscore sign हो गया. You can put that in your pattern and it will search for that. अगर आप ये चीज़ नहीं लिखते हो तो वो एरर देगा क्योंकि आपने डॉलर साइन ऐड किया हुआ है, तो यूज़र को JVM को समझ में नहीं आएगा कि व्हाट इज़ अ डॉलर साइन. But if you write pattern dot literal, you can mention dollar sign, even then it will match it. Unicode case, used it together with the case insensitive flag to also ignore the case of letters outside of the English alphabet. English alphabet के अलावा भी और भी words होती हैं, like you have that hyphen thing above every letter, right? Above every vowels we have that hyphen sign. So if you want to use those kind of letters, you can use it, but make sure that you are saying Unicode case also. That's Unicode means the UTF format, because in the UTF format जो table मैंने आपको दिखाया था, in that table JVM knows that जो भी letters उस table में लिखे हुए हैं, those can be written in a system by the user and system will be able to know कि user ने क्या लिखा है. So all the letters from A to Z and all the capital letters from A to Z, after that whatever letter comes in, whatever extra symbols or special characters, whatever comes in, that is there in Unicode table, and thus JVM knows that those are also called as letters, those are also called as alphabets. अगर वो Unicode format नहीं use करता JVM तो उसको नहीं समझ में आता कि user क्या लिख रहा है. But if you write Unicode case, it will get to know that those are also some of the characters. So this is one thing which I wanted to explain you here. Fine. Okay, so now we are in our programs. So dhire dhire, so you can just have a understanding of these three, because sometimes it can happen that people will be asking you about flags. So these are some flags which we can raise from the pattern class. Okay, so keep these things in your mind. This is not usable in much more detailed way, but yeah, कभी कभी इसका भी यूज हो जाता है. फाइन. सो नाउ regex तीन टाइप की होती हैं. फर्स्ट होता है कैरेक्टर क्लासेस, एंड देन वी हैव द क्वांटिफायर्स, एंड देन वी हैव द मेटा कैरेक्टर्स. अब यहाँ ध्यान से सुनना, बिकॉज दिस इज द मेन थिंग. अभी सेशन स्टार्ट हुआ है, दिस इज द टाइम वेयर द सेशन हैज स्टार्टेड, बिकॉज दिस इज द मेन थिंग विच यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. बहुत ईजी है, देयर इज नथिंग विच यू हैव टू अप्लाई ब्रेन. ज़्यादा इसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं होने वाला है. लेट्स ट्राई टू सी दैट. Okay, so सबसे पहले easy one. If you are writing the pattern in this manner, see right now we were writing the pattern in this manner, that we were writing regex Ritvik, just directly we are writing that, or we were writing dot s, है ना, dot s or dot s dash dot s dot, similar like that, right? Till now we have only seen that dot thing. ठीक है. अब we have different kinds of regular expressions which can be written this manner. So यहाँ पे हर जगह आप देख सकते हो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट यूज हुआ है. So ये जो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट है, this is basically whenever you want to say कि or and, ठीक है. So let's see how it is or and. If I'm writing a square bracket ABC, it means either A or B or C. अगर आपके सेंटेंस में A, B और C है तो it will say you true. ठीक है. This is a not operator in our regex. So this is basically except A, B, C अगर कोई और भी लेटर है तो it will say you true. लेकिन अगर इसमें A और B आ गया तो it will give you false. So this is the opposite of this one. Second is the opposite of the first one. ठीक है. Then we have this one. So this is a range. So basically A dash Z means A through Z and capital A through capital Z. So inclusive anything like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. जो भी आ रहा है आने दो. That will tell you true. यहाँ पे है A dash D M P. Now what is the meaning of this? Please understand. यहाँ पे थोड़ा different है. A through D आप कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हो. मतलब A, B, C, D, anything you can have. और M through P. So from M through P you can have anything. Okay? But it's a union. Can you see what is a union? Union means ये अंदर है. Right? तो पहले A से B D कुछ भी आएगा और उसके बाद M से P कुछ भी आ सकता है. It should be in this manner itself. The letters should be in this manner itself. Now next is A to Z and D, E, F. You can see here D, E और F is an intersection. आपको पता होगा यूनियन इंटरसेक्शंस क्या होती हैं, सब्ट्रैक्शन क्या होती है. सेट में आपने पढ़ा होगा, मैथ में M1 या M2 में सेट पढ़ा होगा आपने. यूनियन मीन्स व्हेन यू आर कंबाइनिंग टू सेट्स टुगेदर, राइट, देन इट फॉर्म्स अ यूनियन. इंटरसेक्शन में बीच वाले का पोर्शन जो होता है उसको लेते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाट इट इज ट्राइंग टू से. A to Z कुछ भी ले सकते हैं, बट विद दैट you have to have either D, either E और either F. कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है क्योंकि आपको सब पता है. सी दिस DEF is actually similar to this ABC. Can you see? We are just placing it within that range. और AND का सिंबल आपको पता है. Either you get A to Z, इसके साथ you should get DEF as well. DEF में कोई भी एक लेटर चलेगा. It's not that you should be having D also, E also and F also. No. You can have any one. A to Z and not BC. That means A to Z कुछ भी हो सकता है, but we do not want B and C. So you can have A, D, E, F, G till Z. B और C include नहीं होगा. Same thing यहाँ भी है. A to Z सब कुछ होगा और D, E, F में से कोई भी एक. Either D, either E और either F. समझ में आया? A to Z and M dash P मतलब MNOP. MNOP नहीं हो सकता, बाकी सारे लेटर्स हो सकती हैं. मतलब A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I, J, K, L, K, L and then after P anything. This is how it is written. पहले इसमें बताओ कोई डाउट है? Because examples we will see, but first I want to have a look कि ये समझ में आया कि नहीं, ये पोर्शन समझ में आया कि नहीं. जहां भी डैश है दैट मीन्स अ रेंज. अ रेंज मीन्स फ्रॉम फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर टू द लास्ट कैरेक्टर, एवरीथिंग. दैट्स अ रेंज. Wherever there is a power symbol, that means it's a not operator. So we don't have to include that portion. That means that. And whenever we have a and means with that. With that in the sense A to Z के साथ कोई भी एक चीज, A to Z के साथ ये नहीं होना चाहिए, A to Z के साथ ये नहीं होना चाहिए. So with that. ठीक है. एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं क्योंकि कंफ्यूजन होगा ही. रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन है ऐसा एक चीज जिसमें कंफ्यूजन आएगा. बट लेट्स हैव अ लुक विथ वन एग्जाम्पल सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. तो एक नॉर्मल एग्जाम्पल यू कैन सी हियर. रेगेक्स में लिखा है स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट AMN. सो वी नो, मैंने ABC बताया था आपको. वी हैव AMN. तो दैट मीन्स आइदर A, M और N, राइट. यहाँ पे C वी हैव ABCD, राइट. सो हैव अ लुक. इट सेज फॉल्स. वाई? नॉट A और M और N. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट देखते हैं. जस्ट कीप इट इन माइंड. नेक्स्ट देखते हैं. AMN. Input is A. It's gonna say true. So among A or M or N, we got A. AMN again, and then we have A, M, 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 N, A. We are repeating the M, we are repeating the A, and N is single. So again, it's false. Acha. Now let's write some other problems as well. So what I'll do here is, I'll write this particular question again. So मैंने आपको इसका मतलब ये बताया था कि either one of them should be there in your term, right? So let's have a look. अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिख दूं n, right? And then again I will write here m, okay? And I'll write here amn, right? Let's run this. So you can see what is happening. We are getting true and true for these two, but for amn we are not getting true, we are getting false. So basically एक ही लेटर होना चाहिए इन तीनों में से आपके टेक्स्ट में, और वो सिंगल होना चाहिए. दैट शुड बी ए सिंगल लेटर, दैट शुड नॉट बी विथ एनी अदर लेटर. तो आप देखो ए के साथ अगर कुछ भी अदर लेटर है तो वो फॉल्स है. ए के साथ अगर कोई भी अदर लेटर है जो इसमें भी इंक्लूड हो या ना हो तो भी फॉल्स है. But whenever we are writing it single, then it is giving me a true. Correct? So that's how it is using my square bracket amn, whatever we have written. Okay, let's try to see here. If suppose I'm writing here a not one, I'm using in this way, right? एक second, let me just remove this. You should not get confused. Let's see what happens in the first example. So अभी के लिए इसको कमेंट करते हैं. Comment alt and slash, okay? So if I do this, let's have a look. It's giving me false. Why false? Again have a look. A यहाँ पे आ रहा है. सबसे पहला दिक्कत यही है कि यहाँ पे A आ रहा है, because मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है there should be no A, M and N. Let's say I'm going to put here G. So now we don't have A, M or N in my text, right? So let's say what is the output. So here also it comes false. Can anybody tell me why is it coming false again here? Please understand, यहाँ पे defaultly वो सिर्फ एक ही letter मांग रहा है. We are putting up more than one letter, right? यहाँ पे we need to put up only one letter. So let's say I'm putting G, only one letter. So it's giving me true. Because A, M and N is not there. G is there, which is true because it's not from my this range, right? So please understand कि जब भी आप square bracket use कर रहे हो, it is only asking for one particular pattern, one particular letter, one particular character, not more than one character. ठीक है? तो ये हो गया इसका. अब आते हैं इस पे. So what we can write here is, this is very easy. This can be having any kind of range. So I'm putting like this. And let's say पहले एक term देखते हैं. Let's try to see B. So you will be getting a true. Yes. Now let's say I'm writing something. So let's say I'm writing a bag here. B-A-G. That means more than one character I'm writing. So let's have a look. It's giving me false. तो ये जितने भी हैं ये सारे कैरेक्टर क्लासेस हैं. वन कैरेक्टर क्लासेस हैं. ठीक है? ऑल ऑफ दीज. अब आप बोलोगे कि सर वन कैरेक्टर क्लास में क्या फायदा है इसका लिखने का, क्योंकि इफ सपोज आई एम राइटिंग ए सेंटेंस तब इसका यूज ज़्यादा अच्छे से आएगा ना. तो येस यू आर राइट, इसका यूज ज़्यादा अच्छे से तब आएगा जब यू हैव अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सेंटेंस और यू हैव अ बिग नंबर ऑफ वर्ड्स और अ बिगर लाइन. करेक्ट? सो फॉर दैट वी हैव टू यूज this, or we can use any kind of number which you can see here. We can use this kind of thing. So in the curly bracket we use we place a number. X occurs n times only, x occurs, so this numbers we can give there. ठीक है? I'll try to give you one examples. You can have a look at it, you will understand. तो ये सारे के सारे normally आपको एक character में ही use करनी है. ठीक है? And that is what it is showing me. फाइन. तो पहले कुछ एग्जांपल्स करते हैं. पहले समझते हैं कि ये सारे क्या हैं और एग्जांपल्स करते हैं, उसके बाद मैं आपको डिफरेंट एग्जांपल्स दिखाऊंगा. सो लेट्स कम टू क्वांटिफायर्स. आई होप दिस कैरेक्टर क्लासेस यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. फाइन. वी विल यूज दिस, डोंट वरी. इन सम ऑफ द टिकी एग्जांपल्स वी विल यूज इट. मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा इसका क्या यूज है, बट राइट नाउ जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड 3 थिंग्स हियर. फर्स्ट थिंग कि नॉर्मली ये जो आप लिखते हो ABC, इट्स बेसिकली सर्चिंग फॉर वन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक. This is a not, so basically the complement of the upper one. एंड दिस डैश इज मीन्स एज रेंज, ठीक है। और यहाँ पे आपको पता है कि ये एंड का सिंबल है, सो बेसिकली ए टू जेड बट विदाउट डी और एफ, एंड ए टू जेड बट विदाउट बी सी, A to Z but without M, N, O, P, right? So that's how character classes are written. Let's come to quantifiers. Quantifiers is basically the name itself suggests quantify. That means it quantifies. Have a look at it. X question mark. So X occurs once or not at all. मतलब अगर मैं लिख रहा हूं A क्वेश्चन मार्क तो वो सिर्फ एक ही बार अकर होगा, बार बार नहीं. अगर बार बार हो रहा है तो इट्स गोना गिव मी अ फॉल्स सिचुएशन. सो अगर मैं ए क्वेश्चन मार्क लिख रहा हूं तो ए लेटर शुड बी ओनली यूज्ड वंस इन योर सेंटेंस. ए प्लस, इफ आई एम राइटिंग ए प्लस, ए अकर्स वंस और मोर टाइम्स, सो इट कैन बी डुप्लीकेटेड एज वेल. ए टर्म कैन बी यूज्ड मेनी टाइम्स, इट कैन बी देयर मेनी टाइम्स. ये दोनों तो इजी समझ में आ गया, बट हैव अ लुक एट दिस वन. ए स्टार, ए अकर्स 0 और मोर टाइम्स. या तो नहीं यूज हो रहा है या तो एक से ज्यादा बार यूज हो रहा है, लेकिन अगर एक बार यूज हो रहा है तो ये फॉल्स दे देगा. दिस इज द डिफिकल्ट वन, ठीक है. यहां पे बहुत लोग कंफ्यूज होते हैं, सो इनफैक्ट मैं कंफ्यूज हुआ था. सो प्लीज ट्राई टू एनालाइज दिस वन. क्वेश्चन मार्क में क्या होता है? अकर्स वंस और नॉट एट ऑल. या तो एकदम नहीं हो रहा है यूज, या तो सिर्फ एक बार हो रहा है यूज, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. प्लस में अकर्स वंस और मोर टाइम्स, एक से ज्यादा. दिस वन इज अकर्स 0, दैट मीन्स यूज हो ही नहीं रहा है ए, या फिर एक से ज्यादा बार यूज हो रहा है, ठीक है. कमिंग टू दिस, हियर यू कैन प्लेस अ नंबर. लेट्स से यू आर राइटिंग 3 हियर एंड यू आर राइटिंग हियर ए, सो ए कर्ली ब्रैकेट 3, दैट मीन्स ए कैन बी यूज्ड 3 टाइम्स. सो ए अकर्स 3 टाइम्स, सो ये सिर्फ 3 टाइम्स ही अकर हो सकता है. 4th टाइम अगर हो रहा है तो वो फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट दे देगा. Then we have x3 comma. So comma means 3 से ज्यादा बार भी यूज हो सकता है, बट 3 is a must. अगर 2 बार है तो it's gonna give you a false. If you are writing x3 comma और अगर x सिर्फ 2 ही बार है तो it's gonna give you false. अगर 3 बार है तो it will give you true. अगर 3 से ज्यादा बार है तो again it will give you true. x, y, z. So x occurs at least y times but less than z times. मतलब कि अगर मैं लिखूं a कर्ली ब्रैकेट 3,5, सो a अकर्स एटलीस्ट 3 टाइम्स, एटलीस्ट उसको 3 टाइम वहां पे होना चाहिए, बट इट शुड बी लेस देन 5 टाइम्स. मतलब या तो 3 या तो 4 या तो यस 3 और 4, 5 नहीं, बिकॉज बट लेस देन दैट टाइम्स ना, 5 नहीं. सो लेट्स ट्राई टू सी दिस इन वन एग्जाम्पल. इसको याद कर लो, क्वेश्चन मार्क प्लस और मल्टीप्लाई को, एंड लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस एग्जांपल. देन इट्स अ बिगर एग्जांपल, सो प्लीज हैव अ लुक एट इट क्वाइट इजीली. ओके, सो AMN क्वेश्चन मार्क, प्लीज हैव अ लुक. यहां पे हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, एक्स दिया हुआ है, राइट. तो या तो आप यहां पे सिंगल लेटर लिखो, या तो आप इस कैरेक्टर क्लासेस को उसके साथ कंबाइन कर दो. यू कैन ऑल्सो डू दैट. So that's what we are doing here. Correct? What we are doing here, AMN question mark. So basically AMN मतलब मैं सिर्फ एक सिंगल लेटर ढूंढ रहा हूं, या तो वो A होना चाहिए, या तो वो M होना चाहिए, या तो वो N होना चाहिए. और उसके बाद मैंने यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन मार्क दिया. क्वेश्चन मार्क का मतलब क्या है, X या तो अकर्स वंस और नॉट एट ऑल. तो यस, क्वेश्चन मार्क अगर मैंने लिखा है तो वो एक बार हो रहा है, so it's true. A या तो M या तो N comes one time, so it is coming. मैं यहाँ पे M भी लिख सकता हूँ, N भी लिख सकता हूँ, right? But what if I am writing any other letter? क्या होगा अगर मैं यहाँ पे कोई और लेटर लिख रहा हूं, तो क्या होगा? Let's try to see. पहला आउटपुट, ठीक है, पहला आउटपुट यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है, false. So it is not giving me the true option. एक सेकेंड, it's giving me a false option. Fine. So यहाँ पे false आएगा, क्योंकि सी अगर मैं सिर्फ नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन मार्क देता ना, इफ आई एम जस्ट गिविंग मी अ क्वेश्चन मार्क, इट कुड हैव कम ट्रू. ठीक है, ये बता देता ट्रू, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन मार्क का मतलब होता है एक्स अकर्स वंस और नॉट एट ऑल. तो अगर मैं सिर्फ यहां पे लिखता ए क्वेश्चन मार्क, इट वुड हैव बीन गिवन मी ट्रू, क्योंकि ए इज नॉट अकरिंग, मैंने तो एफ लिखा है, बट उसके साथ यहां पे उन्होंने कैरेक्टर क्लास डाल दिया, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज गिविंग मी अ फॉल्स। क्योंकि अगर क्वेश्चन मार्क ट्रू भी बोल दे रहा है, लेकिन ये चीज तो उसको फॉल्स करना है ना, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट आइदर ए, नाइदर एम, नाइदर एन, सो दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई इज इट फॉल्स। ये चीज आपको इंटरव्यू में पूछा जाएगा अगर रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन पे क्वेश्चंस आए तो। व्हाट क्वेश्चन दे विल आस्क कि यहां पे एफ को ट्रू होना चाहिए था, व्हाई इज इट फॉल्स। यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि यहां पे एफ फॉल्स इसलिए नहीं है कि वहां पे क्वेश्चन मार्क है, वो इसलिए फॉल्स है क्योंकि यहां पे आपने एक बाउंड्री दे दिया है लेटर्स का यूज को। आपने ये बाउंड्री दिया है कि ओनली ए और ओनली एम और ओनली एन, नॉर अदर देन दैट, कुछ भी उसके अलावा नहीं, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कमिंग फॉल्स। ठीक है, सो दैट यू नीड टू कीप इन योर माइंड। यस, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग ना, अगर इनपुट एम्प्टी होगा, एम्प्टी मतलब कि अगर यहां पे आप सिर्फ सिंगल डिजिट लेटर लिख रहे हो, मतलब कि अगर सिर्फ ए लिख रहे हो तो वो ट्रू देगा। ठीक है, क्योंकि वो कुछ भी लेटर लिख सकते हो आप, क्योंकि यहां पे क्वेश्चन मार्क का कहना ये है कि एक्स अकर्स वंस और नॉट एट ऑल, तो आइदर इट विल अकर वंस और नॉट एट ऑल, तो भी वो ट्रू ही देगा। ठीक है, बट मैंने वहां पे कंडीशन लगा दी है कि इट शुड बी आइदर ऑफ दीज थ्री। सेम थिंग यहाँ पे भी हुआ है, बट इट इज गिविंग मी ट्रिपल ए, सो वी कैन नॉट, बिकॉज यहाँ पे मल्टीपल कैरेक्टर्स आ गई, देयर इज नो सिंगल कैरेक्टर एंड ए कम्स मोर देन वन टाइम, ए इज गेटिंग डुप्लीकेटेड ना, सो ए इज कमिंग मोर देन वन टाइम। क्वेश्चन मार्क ऑलवेज सेज दैट ए शुड बी आइदर कमिंग वंस और नॉट एट ऑल, राइट। अब ये अगर मैं यहाँ पे प्लस डाल दूँ तो क्या होता है, लेट्स सी, अगर मैं यहाँ पे प्लस डाल दूँ तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग। मैं यहाँ पे प्लस डाल रहा हूँ, शुरू वाला तो ट्रू होगा ही, सेकेंड वाले मैंने प्लस डाला है, जब वो क्वेश्चन मार्क था तो इट वॉज फॉल्स, बट लेट्स हैव अ लुक, यहाँ पे प्लस है तो क्या होगा। सो यू कैन सी हियर प्लस इज सेइंग एक्स अकर्स वंस और मोर टाइम्स, so it can occur more times, but let's have a look, it's giving me true। ठीक है, it is giving me true। नाउ यहां पे भी आपको समझना होगा कि AMN इज अ रेंज विच इज एक्सपेक्टिंग वन कैरेक्टर, सो वन कैरेक्टर इज कमिंग, बट प्लस इज सेइंग दैट यू कैन हैव मल्टीपल थिंग्स, यू कैन हैव मल्टीपल कैरेक्टर्स, बट दोज कैरेक्टर्स शुड बी आइदर ए, एम और एन, सिमिलर होना चाहिए। अगर मान लो मैं यहां पे लिख दूं एच जे, एच और जी, अब क्या होता है देखते हैं। सो कैन यू सी इट्स गिव मी फॉल्स, क्योंकि एच और जी के लिए प्लस यहां नहीं लगा था, प्लस यहां पे लगा था एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर डुप्लीकेट होने के लिए, मोर देन वंस होने के लिए, बट यहां तो मैंने एच और जी डाल दिया, ये तो नहीं चाहते थे हम, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज गिविंग मी फॉल्स। ठीक है, तो दैट इज व्हाट इज प्लस। यू कैन सी द प्लस ऑपरेशन का सेम थिंग हियर, दिस ऑल्सो गिव्स यू ट्रू बिकॉज आइदर वंस और मोर टाइम्स, here it is also giving you true because either once or more times, here it is giving true, why, because either once or more times, see, a is also more times, m is also more times, and n is also more times, that's why it is giving me true। but this is false because here you can see input में a z are not are matching terms, a तो repeat हो रहा है, a is qualifying but z and t is not there in this, so that is why it is false। सिमिलरली यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन मार्क में आप ये देख सकते हो ए, एम और एन, क्वेश्चन मार्क है तो नॉट, मतलब एक से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, बट देयर इट इज, एक से ज़्यादा है, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज फॉल्स। यहाँ पे भी ए जो है एक से ज़्यादा है, एंड द अदर थिंग इज दैट जेड एंड टी इज ऑल्सो देयर विच इज नॉट हियर, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज फॉल्स। एंड ए एंड एम, अगेन यू कैन सी ए एंड एम इज देयर, बट वी वॉन्ट ओनली सिंगल कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम हियर, राइट, ये सेम कैरेक्टर वी डोंट वॉन्ट, वी वॉन्ट ओनली सिंगल कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम हियर, so that's why it is giving me false। ठीक है, कमिंग टू स्टार, एक स्टार का कोड देखते हैं एंड देन विल मूव टू आवर मेटा कैरेक्टर्स। सो इन स्टार व्हाट वी कैन डू इज x occurs 0 or more times, right? So let's say I'm writing a code here, or let's change this as this only। अच्छा, इसी में करते हैं, let's say I'm giving a star means 0 or more times, so let's say I'm giving here h, पहले नॉर्मल, लेट्स गिवन h, ना वो a में आ रहा है, ना वो m में आ रहा है, ना वो n में आ रहा है, राइट? इट इज गिव मी फॉल्स। फॉल्स इसलिए नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि आपने स्टार लिखा है, फॉल्स इसलिए आ रहा है क्योंकि आपने a, m और n में सिलेक्शन बताया है और आप यहाँ पे लिख रहे हो कुछ और ही कैरेक्टर, दैट्स वाई। व्हाट इफ आई एम राइटिंग a, it is saying true. Why? Because it is there. ये वाला ए जो लेटर है वो इस ब्लॉक में है एंड इट इज गिविंग मी स्टार, सो दैट मीन्स इट इज ट्रू, राइट? नेक्स्ट थिंग, लेट्स से इफ आई एम राइटिंग हियर, तो स्टार बोलता है एक्स अकर 0 और मोर टाइम, तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे ए लिख दूंगा, इफ आई एम राइटिंग मल्टीपल टाइम्स ए, दिस इज ऑल्सो गिविंग मी ट्रू। इसको हटा देते हैं एक मिनट के लिए। लेट्स से आई एम राइटिंग हियर जी स्टार, राइट? और यहाँ पे मैंने लिख दिया है ए। नाउ लेट्स सी अब क्या होता है। कैन यू सी हियर इट इज गिविंग मी फॉल्स। जी स्टार वो भी मेरे को फॉल्स ही दे रहा है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि स्टार का मतलब होता है आइदर 0 और मोर देन 1 टाइम, मतलब मोर देन 1 टाइम मीन्स ग्रेटर देन, मतलब जी बार बार होना चाहिए, बट हियर जी लेटर एक भी बार नहीं आ रहा है, राइट? लेट्स राइट इनटू अ लेटर, और इसको सीक्वेंस कर देते हैं क्योंकि मेरे को ये ट्रू दिखाना था। जस्ट 1 सेकेंड, हाउ कैन आई राइट दिस? एक्स स्टार, इसको अगर रेंज कर देंगे, ए टू जेड, और अगर इसमें ए, I just want to give one example where it is true. Okay, so a z star, it is true because a is there. If suppose I am mentioning here c to z, so it's false. That means the star is not taking the 0th, मतलब एक बार होना ही चाहिए। सो इन दिस ऑल्सो स्टार ऑल्सो 1 टाइम इट शुड बी देयर, द लेटर विच एवर यू आर पैटर्न मैचिंग, दैट लेटर शुड बी देयर। अगर मैं यहाँ पे एफ लिखूँ, आई, इट शुड बी ट्रू, राइट? बिकॉज दैट्स अ रेंज, सो या इट शुड बी ट्रू। सो एक बार होना चाहिए, इट शुड बी देयर वंस, ठीक है? 0 वाला, लेट्स सी इफ एनी अदर एग्जाम्पल इज देयर। आई थिंक देर इज वन एग्जाम्पल फॉर 0th, आई हैव सीन इट। स्टार कहाँ पे यूज्ड है? इट्स देयर, इट इज देयर, लेट मी जस्ट कम बैक टू दैट। वो प्रोग्राम करेंगे तो स्टार आई विल टेल यू, बट राइट नाउ जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच, ठीक है? Any confusion, any doubt, please do let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to the meta characters. Don't worry about star. एक कोड है जो आपको दिखाऊंगा जो इसमें यूज होगा. We'll use meta characters with star and I'll teach you कि वो कैसे काम कर रहा है. So don't worry. Dot मुझे आता है. Small d is any digit short of 0 to 9. Capital D is non-digit. S is white space characters. You can have white space characters, and capital S is non-white space characters. Small w is any word character, and capital W is non-word character. Small b is word boundary, and capital V is non-word boundary. So we'll see one example of this, and then we'll try to move into the explanation of that. यहाँ पे ध्यान से देना क्योंकि सब मिक्सड अप है अब. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक कि मैं सिर्फ यहाँ पे मेटा कैरेक्टर यूज कर रहा हूँ. एवरीथिंग इज मिक्सड अप, सो प्लीज यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना है. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस वन. जैसे यहाँ पे स्टार यूज हुआ है, ठीक है. विल ट्राई टू सी कि वो क्या है, वो हाउ इज इट गिविंग यू एन आउटपुट. ओके, हैव अ लुक एट इट. सो Meta character, we know that small d is giving me a digit, right? It should be a digit. There should be a digit. So ABC, there is no digit. It's false because there is no digit. Here 1, yes, it is true. Now here have a look. When we are writing D, 4443, why is it giving me false? Because digit is there but comes more than once. So 4 जो digit है, जो मेरा 4 digit है, that is coming more than once. That's why it is giving me an false statement. Here you can see digit and carry is repeating. I mean digit and carry is mixed together. That's why it is giving me a false. मान लो अगर मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ 4 and 3 लिखूँ या फिर और कोई digit लगा दूँ 4325. So what will be the answer of this? Let's try to see. So if I go above, false, true, again it is giving me false. That means any single digit it will take. ठीक है, अगर range हुआ तो we can provide a range. We have to provide square bracket 1 to 9. That how we can write. बट अगर आप सिर्फ ये लिख रहे हो नॉर्मल एक स्लैश डी डाल रहे हो तो उसका मतलब ये होता है कि एक नॉर्मल सिंगल डिजिट, वन सिंगल डिजिट. तो आप देख सकते हो सारे टर्म्स में जब भी हम लोग को एग्जांपल यूज कर रहे हैं अगर कहीं भी एक से ज्यादा है तो इट इज गिव मी अ फॉल्स. जहां पे भी एक से कम है वहां इट इज गिव मी ट्रू. और ये बेसिकली कैपिटल डी है सो दैट मीन्स नॉन डिजिट में ये आता है. इट्स अ कैरेक्टर्स, इट्स अ नॉन डिजिट एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज गिव मी ट्रू. अदरवाइज ऑल दी थिंग्स आर गिव मी फॉल्स बिकॉज सब में एक से ज़्यादा है, राइट. अगर मैं यहाँ पे मान लो सिर्फ 3 देता हूँ एंड इट इज़ अ डिजिट, राइट, अगेन इट विल गिव मी अ फॉल्स because it's a single digit but it's a digit. We want a non-digit, so that is also something. Acha, now let's have a look. So metacritic, yeah, you can see here false, but have a look at this one. Suppose ये अगर मैं नहीं लिख रहा हूँ यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ दे दिया है डॉलर का सिंबल. Now that is not even also a digit and not even also a non-digit. So what will be the answer of this? Let's have a look. So this is giving me true. Can you see that? This is giving me a true because it's a non-digit. This is a special character which will come inside non-digit and that's why it is giving me a true here. ठीक है, तो ये true है, true है ना, हाँ true है. Fine. So that is how your small d and capital D works. अभी थोड़ा mix-up question डालते हैं. Let's try to add quantifiers with meta characters and with that we are going to also mix up कैरेक्टर क्लासेस. ठीक है, सब कुछ मिक्सअप करते हैं एंड लेट्स ट्राई टू सी हाउ इट वर्क्स. उसके पहले वी हैव दिस लास्ट वन, सो लेट्स ट्राई टू सी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. वी हैव इनपुट MAK, वी हैव स्लैश D दैट मीन्स नॉन डिजिट. सर नॉन डिजिट तो है. एंड देन वी हैव स्टार. स्टार का मतलब क्या था? स्टार का मतलब ये था कि 0 x occurs 0 or more times. So have a look. Non-digit x occurs 0 or more times. Non-digit occurs हो रही हैं more times. So you can see here non-digit and may come 0 or more times. So this is also giving me true. So this is one of the example of star. So yes, non-digit is there and it is occurring more than one time. So it's fine. यहाँ पे single digit होता, single letter होता, character होता तो भी true ही होता. But we can also write maximum number of characters because of star. फाइन, तो ये हो गया हमारा एक क्वेश्चन इसके बेसिस पे. नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड एंड लेट्स ट्राई टू मिक्स अप थिंग्स. लेट्स ट्राई टू मिक्स अप आवर मेटा कैरेक्टर विथ all other kind of characters as well. Okay, have a look at this one. So we have mixed up things here. We have a range of numbers and letters and we have written a particular n value which is 6. So we want only 6 characters. Either it can be A to Z small or it can be capital letters A to Z or it can be 0 to 9 digit as well. So when we are writing Arun 32, it's giving me true because it's 6 characters and numbers together. But here it's more than 6, so it's giving me a false. It is 6 and a mix of capital and small letters, so it's fine, it's true. And here we have 6 letters, but the dollar sign is a special character which will not be considered here. So dollar is not getting matched and that's why it is giving me a false. So this is how the question will be asked and you need to answer it in this manner itself. Let's try to see one more example where we are mixing up things. So let's try to do that. I hope this you have understood. This was the question on mixing up, combining letters. So you have a look at here. So 7, 8, 9, we want only one number from here, and 0 to 9 it can be anything. So you can see here we have 8, which is only one, and then we are getting 0 to 9 numbers. So you can see 9 numbers are there. 0 to 9, any range we can have, any range we are having, and from 7, 8, 9 we have only one digit. So that is your 9 here, the first thing. See, that is why I am saying here कि ये पहला चीज है जो आपको देखना है, और उसके बाद आपको ये 0 to 9 लिखना है. तो सबसे पहले आपको ये 9 मिला, and then after that you are getting all this 9 numbers. Can you see? 3, 3, 6 and then 9. So this 9 is a different number and this 1 is different number. So total digits are 10. So this is the first thing and then the 9. So suppose यहाँ पे अगर मैं 6 लिख दूं तो ये false बताएगा क्योंकि वो 7, 8, 9 में नहीं आ रहा है. That is not coming in 7, 8, 9. The first digit should be the 7, 8, 9. This is how also we try to give the phone numbers with country code. अगर country code match नहीं होता है तो वो pattern mismatching होता है. This is what is the logic behind that. One more thing we have written, 7, 8, 9, 0 to 9, 9. So basically 7, 8, 9 से we want something, that is for sure. But हम लोग 0 to 9 का कोई भी range लेके 9 digits चाहते हैं. So we have here this part. You can see here 3, 3, 6 and then 9. And the first digit which you can see is 7, 8, 9. That is 9 here. So this means either you write 1 or don't write, it's fine. It is going to count this as 1 and these as other 9. That's how it's going to count it. So पहला वाला लेटर जो है वो 1 होगा और बाकी सारा आपका 9 लेटर्स यहाँ पे प्रिंट हो जाएंगी. That can be random from 0 to 9 anything. लेकिन पहला लेटर या तो 7 या तो 8 या तो 9 होना चाहिए. Next comes here 7, 8, 9, 0 to 9, 9. And this will give me a false because 11 characters are there, 11 digits are there, so it's gonna give me a false. और यहाँ पे I think ये शुरू हो रहा है 6 से, but we want 7, 8, 9, तो इसलिए ये false दे रहा है. And if you look at this one, this is fine because 8 से start हो रहा है, so it's fine. And the later parts are 9 digits, so this is totally fine. Next one, if you can see here, we have written 7, 8, 9, 1. That means पहला digit जो है we want either 8, either 7 or either 9. So we are getting that. But जो next है हमारा, we want the digits and we want 9 digits. And it can be any digit. We are not giving a range. We are not giving 0 to 9. We are not saying that we want only 0 to 9. We are saying any kind of digit. It should be a digit. That's it. So same thing. So this thing and this thing is exactly same. This is also exactly same. It's just that writing pattern थोड़ा सा different है. यहाँ पे मैंने 0 to 9 का range दिया है, यहाँ पे मैंने 1 नहीं लिखा है, anyhow 1 is already there, and यहाँ पे मैंने 0 to 9 range नहीं देके /d लिखा है to tell that that's a digit. अब यहाँ पे ये false देगा. Why? Because you can see it is starting from 3 and we do not want it to start from 3. We want it to start from either 7, either 8 or either 9. That's why it's giving me a false. So ये सारे थे कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स जो रेगेक्स को आपको एक्सप्लेन करता है. लेट्स डू वन मोर एग्जाम्पल विच इज अ लिटिल बिट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर्स एंड लेट्स ट्राई टू सी कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है, सो दिस कोड इज लिटिल बिट डिफरेंट. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस. So have a look at here. Public static void main, we have a scanner object here. Just object. We are not written anything. It's just that we have created one object. That's it. And then there is while true. So that means while condition bar bar true hoga. And then enter regex pattern. So we need to enter one regex pattern. We have to put down one regex pattern. That pattern will be taken with the sc.next line. मतलब कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे इसको रन करता हूँ, सबसे पहले ये मुझसे पूछेगा कि एंटर अ रेगेक्स पैटर्न. यू कैन सी एंटर अ रेगेक्स पैटर्न. सो सपोज इफ आई एम एंटरिंग अ रेगेक्स पैटर्न एज ऋत्विक, राइट. एक सेकेंड, यहाँ पे स्पेस आ गया है. दिस इज द रेगेक्स पैटर्न विच आई हैव केप्ट. सो यहाँ पे हम लोग बेसिकली क्या करते थे, यहाँ पे अपना रेगेक्स पैटर्न लिखते थे, राइट. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट व्हाट दे आर सेइंग कि आप स्कैनर के थ्रू आप डाल दो एंड द पैटर्न विल कम हियर. ठीक है. So let's enter. So now it's saying enter text, which is here. Can you see enter text? And now sc dot next time. So we now need to enter the text which we want in our sentence जिसके साथ ये pattern match होना चाहिए. So let's say I'm putting here my name is ऋत्विक राज. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू पुट दैट टेक्स्ट. तो ये मैचर हो गया यहाँ पे. अब पहले ही यहाँ पे लिख दिया है बुलियन फाउंड इक्वल टू फॉल्स. मैचर फाइंड मतलब अगर ये मैच करता है एंड इफ इट इज ट्रू इट्स गोना राइट आई फाउंड द टेक्स्ट matcher dot group. Matcher dot group is a method which will give you the location starting at index. It will give you the starting index of that matching location and it will give you the ending location of that matching location. So let's say I'm going to hit enter. I found the text Ritvik. Matcher dot group is giving me the text which I have written here as a pattern which I have given. So I found the text Ritvik is starting at index 11. So in this text, the matching Ritvik text has been matched in the starting index of 11 and it is ending at the index 17. That's how it is getting me printed and वही चीज यहां पे हो रहा है. उसके बाद ये जो मेरा while loop है ये खत्म हुआ. फाउंड मेरा ट्रू हो गया था. आफ्टर दैट अगेन इट विल गो टू दिस while loop और फिर से ये चालू हो गया इंटर regex pattern. So I can anytime I can put any kind of regex pattern. Let's say if I'm writing here Java and let's say I'm writing here I like Java. अगर मैं यहाँ पे ये लिख दूं तो now have a look. यहाँ पे मैंने कैपिटल लेटर में लिखा है Java. If I hit enter it says no match found. अब ये यहाँ पे प्रिंट हो रहा है. सी अगर मेरा while loop false हो जाता है so it's gonna come here, right? So my while loop is running only in that time when there is a match found. But if suppose the match is not found, it's gonna come here and because मेरा found का value false था so not found will give me a true value. It's gonna put up no match found. That's what is happening here. Fine. So I hope you understood this problem. Here you need to understand three things: matcher.group, matcher.start, matcher.end. Matcher.start and matcher.end will give you the starting index and the ending index value. Matcher.group will give you the pattern which you have written there. Fine. एक और एग्जांपल इसी तरीके का करते हैं and then we'll end this session. Same kind of problem we'll do. We'll put this up. But let's 1 second. एक example I want to show you. So let's say I'm putting up here system.println and I'm writing here pattern dot matches. Let's say I'm writing here. So the regex value which I'm going to write here is Ritwik coder. This is the matching. This is the matching one. And now after this I'm going to write the syntax जो कि input है. So let's say I'm going to put up here Ritwik C star der. Or let's remove this. Here also I'll put the same thing, but this time इसको थोड़ा सा change कर देंगे. I'll just write here okay. So let's have a look what is happening here. Basically same normal thing है. Normal structure जो सबसे पहले हमने किया था without the regular expression thing. Normal regex यहाँ लिखा हुआ है Ritwik coder and I want to match it with this one, right? So let's see क्या होता है यहाँ पे. Main class है. Let's stop and rerun. False and false. 1 second. Anything is wrong. I want to match it. Okay. ये सही होना चाहिए ना. Okay. True. And I am going to put up here. Um, so obviously ये दोनों match हो right side. That's why it's going to be true. Let's say I'm going to put up. Mm, okay. So in this case also it is giving me true, right? Where I've written this part, right? Now, can anybody tell me why is it giving me true and here it is giving me false? Here it is giving me false, that we can understand क्योंकि यहाँ पे pattern match नहीं हो रहा है. This is Ritvik coded and this is coded Ritvik. But what about this one? ये क्यों मुझे true दे रहा है? Why is it giving me true? Anybody can answer this. Because now you guys know regex, तो आपको पता होगा स्टार क्या करता है. एंड अगर मैं किसी चीज पे स्टार लगा रहा हूं, सो दैट व्हाट डज इट मीन, राइट? तो आप यहां पे ये देखो कि यू डोंट हैव टू सी द होल टेक्स्ट, यू हैव टू सी द पैटर्न. द पैटर्न इज ओ स्टार. अगर वो जो स्टार है ओ में लगा है, राइट, तो हम यहां पे क्या खोज रहे हैं? हम खोज रहे हैं कि एक और ओ कहीं से मिल जाए. वी हैव एन एक्स्ट्रा ओ हियर एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज गिविंग मी द आउटपुट ट्रू हियर. करेक्ट. लेट्स से अगर मैं ये वाला स्टार यहां पे लगा देता हूं, राइट, और अगर मैं इसको रन करूं तो दिस गिव मी फॉल्स, क्योंकि यहां पे ई कहीं पे भी नहीं है, ई एक्स्ट्रा जगह पे नहीं है, राइट. तो यहां पे वो बेसिकली फाइंड आउट कर रहा है कि वेयर इज ई, द एक्स्ट्रा ई. करेक्ट. सो अगर मैं यहां पे एक और ई डाल दूं कहीं पे भी इन एनी ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, यू कैन सी स्टिल इट गिव्स मी फॉल्स बिकॉज ई इज गेटिंग सर्च्ड ओनली इन दैट लोकेशन जहां पे आपको वो ई डालना था, वेयर यू हैव पुट अप द स्टार. So this is also one of the example which you should be understanding. Yes, O can be 0 or more times. ठीक है. सिमिलरली E can be 0 or more times, but आप यहाँ पे E के बाद स्टार डाले हो तो यहाँ पे सर्चिंग E के बाद ही होगा. ठीक है. तो आप यहाँ या तो यहाँ पे E डालो या तो आप R के बाद E डालो. You cannot put it before. Right? So understand this as well. एक और question and then we are going to end this. So this is only in that start and end wala part. So pattern equal to pattern dot compile, and in this I'm going to just write here, let's say small Ritvik. केस सेंसिटिव मैचिंग विथ रेगेक्स मैंने आपको दिखाया है इस सेशन के स्टार्टिंग में ही. इफ यू हैव नॉट सीन इट प्लीज गो एंड वॉच इट. इस सेशन के स्टार्टिंग में ही मैंने आपको दिखाया था केस इनसेंसिटिव वाला मैचिंग. प्लीज गो एंड हैव अ लुक. तो पैटर्न डॉट मैचर और यहाँ पे वी विल जस्ट राइट ऋत्विक कोडर, लेट्स से समथिंग लाइक दिस, एंड लेट्स से Ritvik coder, again Ritvik, and code beyond. Let's say this is what I have written. ठीक है. So अब हम क्या करेंगे? अब हम मैच करेंगे, राइट. सो लेट्स से आई एम पुटिंग अप अ वाइल एंड हियर आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट डू m डॉट फाइंड, क्योंकि मुझे फाइंड करना है वो ट्रू होगा या फॉल्स होगा. सो आई एम गोइंग टू डू दैट. And यहाँ पे we will write a condition, not a condition, basically to print the pattern. So I'm just going to write pattern found from, और यहाँ पे we will give some m dot start वाला method. So this is where it is started 2 again we are going to give here, अच्छा ये जाएगा, and then m dot end, m dot end -1, -1 नहीं लगाते हैं, बाद में लगाएंगे. So m dot end, yeah, that's it. So have a look, pattern found from m dot start to m dot end, right? And that's in a loop, understand that. So if I run it, what is it telling me? पहले तो ये दो चीजें आ रही हैं, एक नहीं आ रहा है. सबसे पहले ये बोल रहा है दैट इसके पहले यहाँ पे स्पेस दे देते हैं. सबसे पहले ये बोल रहा है पैटर्न फाउंड फ्रॉम 0 to 6. इफ यू लुक हियर 0 to 6, इफ आई से 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 मेरा सी को भी कवर कर ले रहा है, राइट? 6 is covering C as well. चलो वो दूसरी बात है. But have a look at this one. Pattern found from 11 to 17. So it is also searching for the pattern in a second place, which is here. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 में again C आ रहा है. So the problem here is that आप यहाँ पे क्या करो, एक -1 कर दो, so that the last index value is not recorded. क्योंकि ये इंडेक्स वैल्यू है, नंबरिंग नहीं है. R is not 1 here, right? अगर वो 1 होता तो परफेक्ट होता, बट हियर इट इज पुटिंग मी द इंडेक्स वैल्यू. सो इंडेक्स वैल्यू हमेशा मेरा एक नंबर पीछे रहेगा. So 0 1 2 3 4 5, that's where we got Ritvik here. And then 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, 11 to 16. So that's why m dot end -1, and this is the correct output. So this is also how you can see one particular program and you can understand यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. Fine. So main thing is पूरे regex वाले सेशन में यही था, pattern class, matcher class, and matches method, find method, group method, start method, end method, and all these quantifiers, character classes and meta characters. So mostly ये topic कुछ क्वेश्चंस के लिए आती हैं, क्योंकि इससे भी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स आपका एक्सेप्शन हैंडलिंग, थ्रेडिंग, ऊप्स कॉन्सेप्ट, ये सारी चीज़ें हैं, कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क, ये सारी चीज़ें हैं. दैट्स वाई इससे थोड़ा बहुत कम क्वेश्चंस आती हैं, बट या दिस इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. सो दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट दिस सेशन. आई एम गोइंग टू मीट यू अगेन टुडे इटसेल्फ एट इवनिंग, मे बी एट 3 PM, जिसमें हम लोग करेंगे थ्रेडिंग. So we'll talk about threading, and then at night we'll do about collection framework and map thing. So please do join the Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. You can join it so that you get an update and notifications in the Telegram channel itself. Also, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is Code Beyond, and hit the notification bell so that you get 10 updates and notifications in the YouTube app as well. Also, please do like and share so that more and more number of people will be able to get to know about this free content, right? So how to remove the pattern and print rest, Sumant, that is also explained. If you look in the character class ka table, there is one not symbol, right? So that's a power symbol. So if you use the power symbol, you can remove the rest of the pattern and you can write the rest of the thing. That's what you are asking, how to remove the pattern and print the rest. That's what it will do. It will remove the pattern, it will print the rest of the things. Okay, try to do that. So thank you so much, guys. I'll meet you soon, and I'll put up a message in the Telegram channel when I'm coming. So do join that as well. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll meet you at 3 PM and at night as well. Bye bye, take care.